Ready to do this, part 2, aye? Make some noise. Let's go. This is a Rami, right?
Let's do this, local side.
Listen, 3 a.m. My napper, man, about to cross a line. Emma says I'm angry all the time, but I'm actually not. Just half a breath away from Cam like a bomb to dismantling God. A split second between chilled kid and lid flipped. 1 degree shy of boiling point simmering. It's not a nice state to live in. Not to 60 shades of rage in a fraction of a minute. Now I'm up 3 o'clock in the morning. Can't sleep, shaking off the cobwebs of a savage dream. A high pitch beeping in my damaged teeth. Tunes from next door so loud they could rattle teeth. My fist batters on the wall, shouting settle down. Not that I've a leg to stand on to tell the truth. The other day I was in the same mood, jumping a boot. Still it's brutal when the shoe's on the other foot. 6 a.m. the lassie upstairs will start screaming. There's nobody else in there, just herself. Personally battling an army of demons and monsters summoned for the depths of hell. I tapped the door before it see if she was okay. She wouldn't open it, said I'm fine, go away. Precious music out of stress manoeuvres. These sounds make up an orchestra, a static in this pressure cooker. The soundtrack of an experiment forgotten in abandon. The landlocked brutalist Atlantis, I'm cancerous. So tired I can't sleep, looking out at lockdown streets of young teams and bad dreams. Feeling like this empty can as I tan the dregs. Life in the trench, I stand correct. Hunkered down waiting for a bomb threat. A brick deck and an unwinnable hand, like come on then.
Police Scotland says there was significant destruction around Govan Road last night. The reports of a full inquiry will be launched. Glasgow City Council says it is considering any action that will protect communities from Woodon's intent on bringing mayhem to the streets of our city.
3 a.m. My walls are closing. In my stead, I shut, still awaiting bed. Stress fest, still like rats in my bin shed. In my head, there's an imminent dread. Sick of living in debt, every incoming threat. Met by the threat of a hidden regret. The missteps leave me hollow like I've never been fed. Building is a hovel, still I'm giving my best. Wishing for the more, but the mission is dead. Thinking how can I escape it? Will I ever make it? The scheme is a snake pit. I hate it. It's a war zone, lost souls call home. Mob run with their crossbows and top bow. And my close long bolts keep the door shut. The pop taff when the young team roll up. And through the walls I can hear every whisper. They're closing in but they're thinner than a wrestler. And my options are running out. Understand that my conscience is full of doubt. Cause I'm trapped by the nonsense that pull me down. Constantly watching my back with these fucking clowns. Parasites, addicts on the right. Biggest in the boat and when they fight fall away. They pack face and pipes and they don't give a damn. Another night dodging landmines in Vietnam.
What? Our walls are closing. It's a cold world, this is life, this is right. Feeling like I shouldn't even be alone at night, alone in flight, flying solo when I won't give up my rights. So I might hold it tight, keep my target in sight, charged to write no other life. I know it's all shite, they might claim to saying nothing like anonymous white, or in the dawn of the light, cause the honesty's bright. When you fought at the plight, I give an nourishing mic, opposition watching, I clock to my right, like a moth hits a light, take him off with a swipe, anonymous thoughts, are getting caught in the tripe, and all of these thoughts are keeping me up at night, with a pen and knuckle duster and a knowledge of life, Molotov in a cluster, I stop for a light, throw it up a great height, let it off like a kite, and as I walk to the Clyde, I keep going on my side, what am I like? Emotional, I suppose so, I didn't write my feelings into battle, then I wrote those, captain of the ship, ringing tongues by the boatload, flame capture, battle cries in slow-mo, rhymes to kill foes, I hopelessly devote those, to all the no-shows, and all the faux hoes, I'm a prodigy, wrecking havoc in your postcode, and if you don't know, well now you know though,
Let me make some noise for Empress! 3 a.m. again. 3 a.m. Life's a Scotland road, Scotland
the paint off it was. The scummy scheme bit of wish while they're talkative jaws. Cause the dev is disappearing through cracks and raw ceilings. Got neighbours banging up cause they're not doing for the cause. It's us v us, the way you wasn't meant to be. They call it dog eat duck. To muddy minds of Marys, we can't listen cause they're only gonna say we're not the same. What? Let's put it a chain, make it us v then. Instead of through a fingerprinted when they're none. How the fucking massive posted on this page and it's bumming. Try to wipe away that image in the wall when it's turning. Solely me, myself and I, Jillian and it's coming. It makes me stop and hang. I'm bleeding blood and stick and zinc. We need to tally up the men, we mentality hank. I need to wonder whether truths are like a life. We saw the link between my body cloak. Bring a tight close, I'm going
Let's do it, never make the choice, but they don't want to hear our voice. They try and silence us with
but now they can't stop the noise.
If we keep a shout louder, if they try and shut us up, then it's riots through the streets, cause none of us get a fuck. It's past the point to talk, we need action for the truth. Every country, every scheme, team up to get the truth. Make a choice and choose as many of us, we can't lose. It's up to us to make a move and take back the power they have. Look at the telly, it's the clock is free. I don't know on the news, but it could have been me. More riots, more murders, all ever see me see. Now the pressure and anxiety is getting in my heat. I'm stressing on it, I can never get sleep. Worry about the bills I need to pay, can I afford to eat? I'm a slave to the system, but it's how it's meant to be. But ask yourself a question, are we ever really free?
Yo, yo. This is a story about the demons that we're stuck with. Wake up, fucked up. Wish there was some way to get undrunk. Never really slept, to be honest. Just lay the last few hours unsteadily falling through my bed sheets. Grim daylight shutting through my blinds, catching my skin and setting me alight. All my demons get in line and raise their fists for a fight. And they're keen as I'm inclined to be sniffing on that white. Still drunk now. He'd swimming in that ugly brew of wine, 100 cigarettes, lines, and then a couple blues. They wonder that I'm up and down, exhausted in the dark. The fear is just that shard of ice lodged up in my heart. That's the tip of the iceberg. I'm crushed under its weight. My skin aches. My eyes are sunk into my face. Still my brain won't stop thinking. Going over old stuff to the constant electrical hum of this cold buzz. Might as well get back up. Sleep's a goner at this stage. Bathroom splash, some cold water on my face. What started as a beautiful escape is morphed into disgrace. Shaky hands, feeling cornered in a cage. Flashbacks of shouting and bawling in the days till the night's falling away. Never calling it a day. My reflection in this haze of broken memories makes me shiver. Staring at my own worst enemy in the mirror. That's my own worst enemy. That's my own worst enemy. That's my own worst enemy. Mirror man with me, feed the cradle to the cemetery. That's my own worst enemy. That's my own worst enemy. Now that's my own worst enemy. Mirror man with me, feed the cradle to the cemetery. No one to blame why I act this way. Need to laugh it off and put on a Scotland the brave face. Kid on, I'm okay. Kid on, I don't care. Don't let your soul bare. Don't ever go there. I'm meant to be a role model in my community. High functioning with a secret love for the lunacy. A hidden savage in denial it's problematic. Isn't that the definition of an addict? Everyone I know hits up the text message chemist and it's normalised to the point of being an epidemic. Late night texts. Make a connection, exit, pop out for a second, back in with a wee bag of joy, ignoring the wee back of the head voice as we disappear into the void. Feel like I've been writing these rhymes half my whole life, and I'm still as enlightened as a collapsed coal mine. For 15 waking up paralytic, 20 plus years later, need to stop that wheel spinning. Made in Scotland man's image, who's mimicking who? Trapped with the troops in the scrapping booze infinity loop. I wash my hands and turn my back on my reflection. Delete the contacts out my phone, ignore my messages. Bury this down and make plans to stay sober till the next time after 2 pints, mirror man takes over. That's my own worst enemy. 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 Now that's my own worst enemy. Never man with me from the cradle to the cemetery.
Glasgow. To end you soon, inflicted in your arm. My linguistics like ballistics, causing injury and harm. Raising hell, rocking bells and causing big alarm. And battle scars are given, but forgiven with my charm. And I don't cross swords, I slice gizzards in the bars. And apart from what I've spitting, it's all written in the stars. Not hard to leave, I'm spitting very fit and I go hard. No platoon, but in the tune, I've got hitters sitting on guard. This is my destiny, spirit in a symphony. My ironic triumph versus them in a pyrrhic victory. Passionate I bring to you, smashing contradictory. My glittery bombs bombing fuck out classic history. Yes, I never stress like I seen this coming yesterday. In no man's land, I know no man's a mystery. Done with those a blessing best, trying to project. There wasn't to impress when I'm victorious, no less. Bite the bullet heavy, yes, trigger pull it, big success. Don't be coming at the general, you're strapped to the vest. Nevertheless, destroy those who try to decry me. Time to take a bullet cause they can't see you go by you. Soaring while I'm roaring, watching Spitfires fly to. Grateful for my life because I know it won't deny me. They'll never get the best of me, even though they try to. This is my destiny, what's for me won't go by me. This is my destiny, I'm the best, so I invest in me. And they've seen the rest of me, the rest of me yet. Nah, this is my destiny, I'm the best, so I invest in me. And they've seen the rest of me, the rest of me yet. This is my destiny, I'm the best, so I invest in me. They've seen the rest of me, the rest of me yet. This is my destiny, I'm the best, so I invest in me.
Put your hands up,
The
let's
rest
go!
of me, the rest of me yet. Let's go, striking into battle, got the force of light behind me with an armour so shiny, it'll frighten you and blind you. Memoirs from my present, so I don't have to remind you. Is that me coming up right behind you? Well, it might be infrared is breathing, what you're seeing is me. Mentally strong, while my enemies suffer PTSD. Access my yin and yang just to balance my chi. They're telling me to go on with it, but I can't, I'm too free. Things happen, it shape your life in ways you can't imagine. So imagine how I felt when that shit actually happened. Dashing with fashion, bombarding captains with rapping. Cause I'm feasting and fasting, while they stay camping out with rations. Imagine, manifest greatness, so it's mine. Never waste time with negative minds that do not rhyme. So glad you took to copy in this hobby here of mine. Original mind, counting bodies as they're all falling in line. If your mind is in the trenches and your thoughts are worth a dime, a dozen can't make sense of all these changes over time. A penny for that one, the other one's a crime. Now your country's needing you to be more courteous and kind. My battle cry now is, yes motherfucker, as I spark another Molotov and pass to the conductor. Like those who take credit for my efforts, don't try me. This is my destiny, what's for me won't go by me. Hands up, this is my destiny, I'm the best, so I invest in me. You think you've seen the rest of me, the best of me, yeah. Sing it, this is my destiny, I'm the best, so I invest in me. Think you've seen the rest of me? Yes, this is my destiny, I'm the best, so I invest in me. You think you've seen the rest of me, the best of me, yeah. What? This is my destiny. And they've not seen the rest of me, the best of me yet. Nah.
Yes, yes, Glasgow. Thank you. stuck in a rock, neat accident. Guess who's back again with the pain in my life like a masochist? An attractive antagonist. She knows what the action is, but she's so dastardly. I'm wondering just how the hell am I getting away from it? This bitch caught me trapped here every day, trying to make my way, trying to make my pain. She gets inside my veins. All she does is bring me constant pain. I saw her just the other day. I turned to try to walk away. She shouted out my fucking name. I said, fuck it, man, I'll take you home. All dark means I was alright to the far side of a heart slade. She marched inside with a scar's hide and a sparse mane and my heart's braid. Pack pipes with a blast grain, never pass a wine, never pass the time. Last night's for the last time that I'll find the back of my life. Ups and downs. Lately, man, I've been feeling strong, round and round. I was thinking I had moved on, ups and downs. Seems like every time she come along, round and round. Cheers.
It all goes wrong.
She broke my soul with a chokehold, try to hold me down. She know the karma was so cold, I've been frozen out. She know the walls make me clamor, her golden brown. I say she know the walls make me clamor, her golden brown. Complexion is perfection, she's savage as fuck. It was like a dictatorship where the hate couldn't live with the damaged love. She's like a terror to sail, headed to hell in the back of a truck. She only care for the sail, but I'm under a spell and I can't wake up, I'm lost. But I see she's the devil in me. I'm lost, but I see she's a killing machine. Lost, but I see I can never be free. 'Cause I'm lost, and I see she will be the death for me. 'Cause I've been up and down. Lately, man, I've been feeling strong, round and round. It seems like every time she come along, I'm up and down. It seems like every time she come along, round and round. That's when it all goes wrong.
Still whippers, Glasgow City. Let me hear you make some noise for CCTV. Come on, are you still with us? Let's go. Disguised in your eyes, brought up to destroy. I won't leave here alive. Whiskey boy. What's up, big team? Still whiz? Let's do a shit. Where? 'Cause we're always. Every day's a struggle in this bottomless puddle, and I can see it in his eyes that I'm not looking for trouble. I'm underneath his rubble, he's stuck in my memory muscle. There's no melting me in him, that's why I stay in his bubble. He's on the straight and narrow road again. When they ain't 10 gear in, I turn around and looked at me like wet. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! I can and lift your chin. It's down to you to wash away my sin. I used to jump, walk, run, hink, look and talk like him. He's wanting me to set him free. They'd rather him instead of me, 'cause everybody sees herself as somebody else except for he. I made some wrong choices and in the end I've only hit me blame. You tell us who I'm meant to be, I told myself we see the same. He's trying to drag us back for life, temptation waits for bad advice. I need to learn to make him shush before I boost and patch your brace. Patch your knife, patch your mind, patch his patching ways. He's just that wee scheme boy. I've got trapped inside this mindset, forward, long, back, take two. Try and fit your good thing, get it away and let him through. Where's lights, camera, action, quick, cut, take two. He's just that wee scheme boy, and he's inside you. Where's one step, forward, gone back, take two. Try and fit your good thing, get it away and let him through. Where's lights, camera, action, quick, cut, take three. He's just that wee scheme boy, and he's inside me. Knew he's lost it with some matter with that wee scheme boy, who lost the need to live in love. Well, I guess enough's enough, I'm going back to my old ways. Ain't never seen or held a trust, 'cause he's always fucking up. Always.
days. And where once upon a time I used to think I'd never change when he was back in the old days. None of them knew his worth, cause I'm always fucking
Who is
up.
lost up on his journey, yours ain't easy to
Well,
win.
Tommy.
Try to make it through another day, but nothing's ever worked for you. Every step you're back to square one, never seem to step it up. Jump through these hoops, but they ain't good, never seems to work. Stuck between the right and wrong, it's time to get up, be a man. You're not a wee boy anymore, it's good to you to make the plan. Find your way out of this maze of crack dents, country flats. Navigate your way through these bone balls, bricks and bats. Running through these schemes, when no one so by sight. He had this thorn out of face life, he never had the choice. He's running high, he had to deal on his own. Level up, play the game, make a change and do it different. Cause he couldn't stay the same. Try to do the best he can, but nothing's ever good enough. They ain't all you can, they never take nothing from these cunts. I'm trying to do the best I can and make it alive. His life's like a broken mirror, reflected through my eyes. And when it's one step forward, gone back, take two. Try to fight a good fight, get it away and let him through. When it's lights, camera, action, quick cut, take two. He's just that wee scheme boy, and he's inside you. When it's one step forward, gone back, take two. Try to fight a good fight, get it away and let him through. When it's lights, camera, action, quick cut, take three. He's just that wee scheme boy, and he's inside me. Disguised in your eyes, got up to the sky. Now, we sleep boy, disguised in my eyes, brought up to destroy. You won't leave here alive. Whiskey boy, what? Almost forgot your man Jam's still supposed to be here. What's happening, Trent? Let me hear you make some noise for Dave Hook, Solareye. Let me hear you make some noise for Freestyle Master. Let me hear you make some noise for your main man Steg G. What about Empress standing behind you, bro? And make some noise for the one and only Empress. Yes, let's do this.
You.
Now the boys have got you suitably hyped. This song's about those moments of peace.
Believe it or not. Where? It's easier to think than talk. It's easier to talk than write. It's easier to get a horn than take a horn and hold it tight. It's easier to sink than swim. It's easier to drink than eat. It's easier to walk with ease when you're walking down easy street. It's easier to vent than breathe. It's easier to break than mend. It's easier to take a breath than take a life and make it bend. It's easier to die than live. It's easier to buy than sell. It's easier to make it easy in the moments or by yourself. In the moment, read the poem with your eyes shut on. In the moment, read the poem with your eyes shut. In the moment, messy moments had my eyes shut on. In the moment, misty moments had my eyes shut. What?
Out the flat, down the Nesheresh stair, with a bead in my hand and the breath of fresh air. The sky feels infinite. Nothing weighing on my brain. Meet my mates and we're waiting on a train. Open another can, it's good to be out and about. Sammy and Dee are clowning around. Mark is telling us about his latest misadventures. The whole world is as light as a feather, I feel magic. Nothing weighing on my brain, put a fag out and step on the train. This is the best bit, feeling like a floating star, a hopeful start. Later on we'll all go too far and somebody will get huckled, somebody will be in the wars, somebody will be in a flat somewhere still up this time tomorrow. But right now, it's all just perfectly at peace. I close my eyes, surrender and breathe.
Still the same as it ever was, just a kid at heart. Does the moment ever end? If it does, when did it start? It's never changed and it's script or it's art. It's so beautiful it plays like a kiss in the dark. A jackpot feeling when that curtain come up. We are last minute heyday for the team you don't love. A friend becomes an enemy but then you make up. When they let you on the plane even though the gate's shut. Tanked up and a hole in the bed. You're rich and experienced but can't afford regret. Like a one night fling that you don't want to forget. Cause now you're watching the Wayne's first baby steps. You taste sweat when you're earning a wage. The beat bass and the decks on a festival stage. Sweetie start peeking and it's peace in the place. There's a momentary lapse in your reason to hate. Celebrate the day before it flies away. Like the sun lights victory or skies are grey. Bliss lives, can he camouflage the feeling? Stop the happiness we beaming, staring at the stars, dreaming, sitting in the park, steaming, time was stealing every minute. The only limit in a second is how you live it. So give it all I got to lift my damn spirit. The moment's infinite, and now I'm lost in
In a moment, read the poem where I shot home. In a moment, read the poem where I shot. In a moment, misty moments had my eyes shut home. In a moment, misty moments had my eyes shut.
Moments to numb the pain, moments to take your breath away. I don't know about escaping, but this right here, it's my therapy. Out there in the battlefield when sights are getting sorrier, I've got moments so bright, they'll start blinding up your cornea. I'm a warrior, what? I'm so free that nothing bothers her. I'm a peacemaker hidden in a ceasefire corridor. Moments I cherish, hold it till I'm cold and perish. Keeps me warm at night, kinda like my Nazar Jones's stone fetish. When I'm ruminating over all the stupid tension and pulling through the memories like I'm looking through a triple's pension. And forbidden looks like juicy fruits when fully quenching. Truly full of myth when I'm accusing. With a rookie henchman, put my love in units. And I moved it like a brute when benching. Moving with the troops with bully boots. Yes, we move in tension. That moon ascension's got me moving out my youth depression. Good at putting truths over computed looks. Stooky mentions. Here did I mention? I'm out here busting the dopest straps from the window to the walls and all the way to my yoga mat. This war is cold and that. Just know that I'm a soldier. That rebels in the moments I live for. I never hold it back.
In a moment, read the poem where I shot home. In a moment, read the poem where I shot. In a moment, misty moments had my eyes shut. In a moment, misty moments had my eyes shut.
Feel the buzz up in the atmosphere. Take it in cause now we're here. Storming at a packed new gig. Forget the doubt, forget the fear. Cause nothing really matters but the time that we have here and now. But anytime I hear the old song, I still think of you. And when the nostalgia makes me feel like it was yesterday. Living in the moment, never really kind of fade away. Now I'm looking back on all the crazy shit we used to do. So I sit back and raise the glass in your memory.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. When I say da, you say dafty, da. When I say da, you say double, da. When Steg says freestyle, you say master.
See that in the wee bit.
Yeah.
Okay, maestro.
So, chocolate ice, watches drip, women fight. Pills, cigarettes, pints, profits, like shopping spice. Addict, fast food, vice, lean, night terrors, nice dream. Name your poison, tell me that you don't enjoy this. Would you know about sitting in the gaff, named day at home when the lights turn off? Misery itself, like your spine had collapsed after up all night, sniffing lines with the lads. Oh, actually, you do know enlighten this man, cause it's every bit the same with the likes on the gram. Every bit the same online going ham. Every bit the same when you spike before you crash. Some can't stop watching trash. Some dig TikToks and ads. Some drink and knock it back. Some shoplift, pocket that. For everyone that's of a disposition, there's an entrepreneur with the next provision. There's a digital dealer, peddling his wares. For folks that caught like heroin with shares. Don't think shots, I'm addicts too, so jack and loot. Caught like a jagged look, just out the type of thing to use me. Pens and pens is a title boost, hey. It's like an IED in my note. Brain fried, I've done some real damage. Try to stay green, can't stop it. Treat another piece of myself to feel happy. Chocolate, ice, watches drip, women fights. Addict, pills, cigarettes, pints, profits, like shopping spice. Addict, fast food, vice, lean, night terrors, nice dream. Name your poison, tell me that you don't enjoy this. Here.
Let's see the hands up, Glasgow.
Now what harm will it do if I find a little thing or two? It's your best people, is it painkillers or clicks and views? Mixing booze with a 360 view of things consumed, equips in school to want addictions grew. I need my fix the new. I'm throwing stones in this Google Glass house. A stone's throw for a good old trap house. Where I come down till I tapped out and I choked on. Need another hit, then I come round and I don't know when I passed out, but it's done now. Here, this is the new default. Everybody's feeding for something was good people. Lost weekend the sequel. Higher that we climb up the ladder, the more we fall. Till my feet hit the pavement. Only place I'd be the rooftop or the basement. Punch drunk and vacant, escape artist. My soul keeps escaping. Radioactive life's a half-life. Dealing decay times, that's a half-life. Highs and lows combined a half-life. Half-life up for days and flatline. It's manic. Life is addiction. Cyberspace age addicts fight for more fictions. Stay up panic at high to stop thinking. Numerous souls are just text for missions. So take another little piece of my heart. Take another little piece of my heart. Cause I spent half my life too close to the light, spent the other half asleep in the dark. What? Salt, chocolate, ice, watches drip, women fights. Addict, pills, cigarettes, pints, profits like shopping spice. Addict, fast food, vice, lean, night terrors, nice dream. Name your poison, tell me that you don't enjoy this. Everybody in the scene is an addict. Every person in the street is an addict. Sitting watching TV, you're an addict. When your heart misses a beat, you're an addict. You're an addict. You're an addict. Thank you.
Yeah, man, we're all addicted to some shit. TV, drugs. It's all the same.
Let's do this. Glasgow. Make some noise, let me hear you.
See you can bounce.
Yes. Back on the front line, bigger heels, more bravado. I launched my opening salvo, hitting these streets like I'm John Lee Malvo. I told them before the last time, what the fuck they are no. Class bars and I still go hard though, and your government's still full of arseholes. Caught in the crossfire, division isn't the answer. Under fire, so we burn fire, we've been smoking more than a rasta. Break dawn with a conflict, make peace with a current disaster. If Pesco is the battleground, they conquer the Eastway pasta. I had to admit this had me crying 3 days in a row. I'll be lying like the others, keep it brief, not let it show another post. And I go ghost, it's for my benefit, no. With this one upmanship, nah fuck this shit, log out cause it's best I go. Yes I know they tell me so, that I should be so lucky, that everyone from the man to that man is trying to fuck me. Lots of love, I run way, Boris Johnson get it up, yeah it's a different type of country when your own country does they trust you. But is this a war without bullets? Then tell me who are we fighting? This a war without bullets? Tell me why are you hiding? I'd rather be loving than writing, rather be fucking than fighting. But if it's a war you want, I'ma up the ante like a fucking titan. If this a war without bullets, tell me who are we fighting? If this a war without bullets, tell me why are we hiding? I'd rather be fucking than writing. But if it's a war you want, I'ma up the ante like a fucking titan. What? Make some noise! War without bullets, not a topic's not a joke. They're giving us air just to watch us choke, giving us air just to watch us choke. That's a bee's nest you'll poke. Well these nets are woke, being blessed is while it's soaked. Everything from a head straight down to the coast. Observe the rhetoric more than delicate stories rhymed and spoke. It gets in my head a bit, it gets me wrecked a bit when I can't think what I wrote. I'm a dope dealer in hope, I help people out just to cope. Been healing them with my throat and I'm not on about singing no slopes. There I go again, mojo flow again, feel my Scorpio rising. With a power that's far more overbearing than a firing squad with a licence. They're all disguising and dying to keep their cries in, the mask that they keep their lies in. Now it's hardly really surprising, see the war zone that you call home. One bad step in the wrong track. There's books about this class war. Shouts to Cathy McCormack, my battle cry is I'm on that. Stand out, going back, I'm about to shell it down in the town and I'm not about to hold back.
Let's go.
If this a war without bullets, tell me who are you fighting? If this a war without bullets, tell me why are we hiding? I'd rather be loving than writing, rather be fucking than fighting. But if it's a war you want, up the ante like a fucking titan. If this a war without bullets, tell me who are we fighting? If this a war without bullets, tell me why are you hiding? I'd rather be loving than writing, rather be fucking than fighting. But if it's a war you want, up the ante like a fucking titan. What? Make some noise, Glasgow! Yeah.
That's why it's called eye contact. sun sang through the broken blinds, like scars on the walls, dust danced in the golden grain. It's time to rise, but my body declined. The whole night my mind's been working overtime on the grind. Feeling upside down and inside out, always on the move. I want my army in night boots. I might just stay in this room and hide it, like a sniper with a rifle out. Delivered orders all week, just trying to make enough. Pay bills, save up to maybe get you fucked. Stuck in no man's land, virgin on destruct. I hate myself so now there's nobody left to love, cause everybody get the same wants and needs. I see the same old pattern of greed. It doesn't matter which your colour or creed, you're all the same in the end when you're scamming your feet. When I'm looking in your eyes, I just want to cry. When I'm looking in your eyes, time flash by. When I'm looking in your eyes, there's no alibi, cause I see myself in you and I wonder why. When I'm looking in your eyes, all I see is lies. When I'm looking in your eyes, time flash by. When I'm looking in your eyes, all my hate rise, cause I see myself in you and I wonder why. I'm not the type to take a liberty, but I've been dealing with hostilities my whole life. I throw stripes like the military, since my school bag sagged with a book and a lock knife. Old timers gave me golden advice, told me everything's for sale if you know the price. My granddad's ethics were cold as ice. I inherited his legacy, the scheme's new minds. Smack bang in the trenches, riddle with men, she's at the entrance. I don't want to open up the day and strut my defenses, cause it feels deadly every time that I serve you. Cause everybody got the same wants and needs. I see the same old pattern of greed. It doesn't matter which your colour or creed, you're all the same in the end where your habits defeat. When I'm looking in your eyes, I just want to cry. When I'm looking in your eyes, time flash by. When I'm looking in your eyes, there's no alibi, cause I see myself in you and I wonder why. When I'm looking in your eyes, all my hate rise. When I'm looking in your eyes, all I see is lies. When I'm looking in your eyes, there's no alibi, cause I see myself in you and I wonder why. I should maybe roll another and just go back to bed, cause I've not even opened up yet and they're banging at my door again.
Let me hear you make some noise for the Freestyle Master. Absolutely killed it, man. Absolutely killed it. This next one's called Scars. So we'll let you hear you sing this one in language if you already know it. You know what I'm saying? Scars will leave behind to try to heal the winds of time. Memory, energy. You could have hot inside.
I'm what? What's happening, T?
Skin in your mind's just the same. You've been hurt and you had to draw the line.
The marks you leave behind for trying to heal the winds of time. A memory, a energy you couldn't hold inside. Reminder of the past in your skin and in your mind, or just a sign that you've been hurt and you had to draw the line. Attention seeking seeker,
Seeking the world's attention.
what attention seeking
Let me hear
seeker?
you.
I'm what attention seeking seeker, seeking the world's attention, and I've got scars, so pay attention.
Standing on the edge, I want to take a run and jump. With the emotions building up, now I feel like I've just been cut. Tears are streaming through my eyes, I can hardly even see. As I'm going back and forth, with the voices in my heat, saying, come on bro, you got this, you just need to believe. The other one saying, no, you'd be better off me. It's like a never-ending conversation, thoughts are getting deep. Try to pull myself together, but I can't find any peace. Cause
The marks you leave behind for trying to
Come
heal
on.
the winds of time.
Scars.
A memory, a energy you couldn't hold inside.
Scars.
Reminder of the past in your skin and in your mind, or just a sign that you've been hurt and you had to draw the line.
Scars.
Attention seeking seeker.
Seeking the world's
I
attention.
went attention seeking seeker.
Seeking the world's attention.
I went attention seeking seeker. Wet and I've got scars, so pay attention. I've vandalised myself like I'm not scared to end up scarred. I won't verbalise emotion, my veins shard to shards. No, feeling fully fit and fixed, healing up is hard. But I'm aware, my way, I'm aware, my vandalise myself like I'm not scared to end up scarred. I can't wait to cause commotion, my pain's written in stars. No, feeling fully fit and fixed, healing up is hard. But I'm aware, my way, I'm aware, my scars. Time wrote this song, and time waits for living, time just keeps going. greet. Mice could flood an empty street. They don't hear us when I talk, so I don't listen when they speak. Mates troops are full of hell, and all the rest are full of greed. An hard day is just another day closer to where I'd be. And now your words are cutting deep. My best blade will cut his deeper. For blood drains from my heat, I think I'll make myself a bleeder. So the suffering endured is my only way to escape. So I just suffocate your love with all my self-inflicted hate. Just a heart to leave behind for try to heal the wounds of time. Scars, memory, energy, you couldn't hold inside. Scars, reminder of the past and you're sitting in your mind. A sign that you've been hot and you had to draw the line. Scars, attention seeking seeker, seeking the world's attention. I'm wet attention seeking seeker, seeking the world's attention. I'm wet attention seeking seeker, seeking the world's attention. And I've got scars, so pay attention. I've vandalised myself, I'm not scared to end up scarred. I won't verbalise emotion, my brain's hard to solve. No, I'm feeling fully fit and fixed, healing up is hard. But I'm aware my work, I'm aware my vandalise myself, I'm not scared to end up scarred. I can't wait to cause commotion, my pain's rotting the stars. Feeling fully fit and fixed, healing up is hard. But I'm aware my work, I'm aware my scars.
Thank you very much, Glasgow. Before we do our final song, I just want to say thank you to you for coming tonight. Really appreciate it. You could have hassled with the COVID, etc., but it's great to have your company. I want to say much love to my man Paul. We might not get a minute after the song, but a big shout out to the conductor, Paul. Good luck in London, Paul.
Jerry.
This song's a real special one to me. I get a bit emotional when I hear this, and I've heard that a lot. It's dedicated to loved ones, and we've all got loved ones we miss, so big shout to them.
Definitely, yeah. See, but when we came here tonight, troops, we were sitting here doing a sound check now. My muckle J. Lee, he got a wee message saying his auntie just passed away tonight. The song we're about today is called Funeral for a Friend, so we're going to dedicate this one to my muckle J. Lee's auntie. We're going to dedicate it to my muckle Tam. He's here tonight. We want to dedicate it to my muckle Tam. And here, I see 5 years ago today, me and my muckle Jizzle done our first gig, so we also want to dedicate it to my muckle TD,
Right,
who's passed away,
so this
unfortunately, but he gave us that first gig. So we want to dedicate that to him.
Right, so this one here is dedicated to Kyle, Tedford, and everybody else we lost too soon.
I said I'd wait for you. I'm getting closer to the end. What? You said you'd wait for me. Another funeral for a friend.
Some turn out, half the tunes here. Haven't seen half of the lads since New Year. We used to soar over these streets, birds of a feather. The births and the deaths are all that hurls us together. There your man stands, same as his dad stands, taking his mam's arm straight back, hands clasped. I want to hold my mucker, so long we've known each other. He's hurting more than ever, lost his older brother. Goodbye my brother, goodbye my friend. What I'd give just to look into your eyes again. Minister tells a tale of a son outlived by his parents. We laugh at the stories and cry at the unfairness. Thinking back about us playing five-a-sides late night, best tatter masters are getting wide. Folks said you're so sharp you'll cut yourselves one day. We always said we'd rather burn out than fade away. The receptions, folding tables, worn walls needing painted. Drinks the same prices as the 80s. Jokes and old stories once the bevy starts. To make light of the dark in our heavy hearts. This black tie's seen more funerals than I'd like. As the day turns to night, I'm wearing it one last time. Said goodbye to too many in this crazy life. Everybody has their day eventually. Today it's mine.
Here am I stand at the back and it won't take long. 6 shoulders, now please keep going. Playing your favourite song. You're in the face of the ones you love. I seem still to the sky above. A brought a flower for a tail with a glass eye. Rose tinted glasses crushed, but here I'm a stone. In the back and it won't take long. 6 shillers and a piece keep gone. I'll play my favourite song. Getting the horns of the ones you trust. It's getting held in the halls of hush. I give the world me a breathing room, 'cause this time's my turn to leave this up.
One last walk, I'll do it with pride, 'cause I know that I got you by my side. Every step is a lifetime, but I'll do you proud and I hope you shine. Up in the sky like the stars above, me free as the bird, don't worry about us. Try to do a speech, but I can't get the words. Seeing your family grieve, it hurts. Take a breath as I'm hitting why. Breathe it slow, try not to cry. I can't hide the tears as they fall from my eyes. Really, you didn't wait past the skies. Wherever you all, I hope you're in peace. All my aim with the rosary beats. Prayers in my mind, thoughts in my heat. Look,
Sing
sing
it
it
if you know
it's me. I said I'd wait for you. I'm getting closer to the end. Let me sing it.
What?
Put your hands up for this one. Come on. That's right. You said you'd wait for me. Another funeral for a friend.
Chauffeur driven here in the back seat, hearing liars eulogising but past deeds. Half look half deed, the other half are smack kids. Dafties, hearts are darker than the black teeth. Sharing normal smiles and among the fake tears. Wearing coat uniforms, hoping for a free beer. Now they're singing the song I know he hated. Yeah, I'm in the ground, he shouldn't be celebrated. He devastated lives. Many times used a knife as precise as an army medic's measured slice. Led a life of vice, he sailed smacking white. His flat was open like a shop when you seen the light. Now the doors bolted up and the end is nigh. 6 feet deep, he died on his own supply. So who's the legend we came to see?
What's his name?
I guess it's me.
Deep breaths as the coffin rests floor to the feet, and the beast bows out death, accepting floral and feet. Defeat and gritty teeth provide a chorus and beat. 'Cause we sing when we're winning, but also bold in defeat. Called a truce, now it looks like the boots of a mast, and black badly fitting suits with the shoes to match. A fancy car pulls up to gas, whose is that? When the father asked my father to move it back. Now look at that, another troop attack, another soldier falling. The flowers round the lamppost, an old and open calling. There's no warning, just a red sky in the morning paints the pictures of a mother's tears as she cries to the morning. Someone enters at the wake, no one budges for a minute, 'cause folk turn up later like POW digits, reflecting on my life and the way that I've lived it. Physically no more, but I forever live in spirit.
I said I'd wait for you. I'm getting closer to the end. You said you'd wait for me. Another funeral for a friend.
This one's dedicated to anybody we lost too soon. Much love.
Can I hear you make some noise, Glasgow? Can you please big up the gorgeous musicians at the front here that provided the soundscape for us tonight?
Yes, yes.
Can you make some noise for CCTV? Can you make some noise for Empress? Can you make some noise for Freestyle Master? Can you make some noise for Solareye? And I would never ask you to make noise for me, but I appreciate you all.
Make some noise for
Make
Steg G.
some noise for Steg G.
Come on.
Make some noise for the
Come on.
conductor.
Yeah.
And much love to each and every single one of yous. Peace.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.